Welcome back to Mr. Blue Farms, episode number 10. Special guest? Well, yeah, he's special. I don't know about a guest. Zombie Slayer gonna be joining us on this map here in a little bit. This first part here is gonna be me fast forwarding plowing of field 17 where I'm making it bigger. So y'all just hang in there and we gonna get this started. First of all, how we doing today? Me? I'm doing okay. Let's see. Nothing out of the ordinary, I guess you can say. Just a typical day. What day, you might ask? Well, it is September the 21st, Wednesday. Y'all will be seeing this September the 22nd. So, yeah. Folks, I'm doing this because I don't like uneven pitch. 17 is going to be the most square field there is, so that's why I'm doing this. That way you can just hire your worker, go somewhere, come back, they're done. And yeah, y'all probably, one of y'all out there somewhere going to hold it to me. Because I'm planning on doing 16, redoing it, making it just a tiny bit bigger. So it's not going to be completely square. But hey, you got to get that extra field somewhere. Yeah, y'all have any questions about this part right here where I'm plowing? How I do it and why I do it or whatever. Just drop something down in the comments. I guess basically I can answer why I do it to make the field bigger. Why I use a planter? Well, it squares my edges up and makes them look better. And nice and straight. You can see it right here. See how straight that is? I forgot to plow that. That planter won't do a field that's not been plowed, so I ain't gonna plow all that. I'll get it with the other planter. Yeah, off screen, I went ahead and planted 17 in the middle. That's why it's looking like it is. You might see this tractor kind of jerk to the side or wobble or something. They actually have ground effects where some spots are harder than others. And going uphill and downhill matters too, of course. But yeah, this is going to be, just in case y'all wondering, this is going to be right at 2 hours. So it's only for this episode. You know, it's my 10th episode of doing this, so I figure I make a 2-hour special. My son likes playing the Xbox, so that's a better time, you know. Oh, yep. You gotta be careful right there. Now see how good and straight that is? You never want to just hire him and walk away. Because he started turning to the other way there, and that would have been bad. When I first started playing this, I walked away, let him plant, you know, part of that like he's doing now. He turned on me and planted half of the field before I realized it. You talking about somebody that was mad? Oh my goodness. Yeah, and I basically just deleted the thing and started over. I didn't lose that much, so. Yeah. You learn from your mistakes, right? Let's see here. I think in episode 9 I was talking about my little project out in my shed I was making. I said something about if it was a blister I would take a picture of it. Well, it didn't make no blister, thank goodness. I turned it red for a little bit. It's on my left hand there, but it just turned it red. That's about all it done. I was sore for a few hours. I really thought it was going to pop up a big blister, but it didn't. Folks, I don't know if I can talk for 2 hours straight. It's going to be a challenge. Alright, up this hill, straighten this edge out. This part here ain't very long. I think it takes me, well, when I was playing this and doing this, it took me right at 40 minutes to do all that. But I narrowed it down. I think this is five times, I believe, on the speed. And that brought it down to roughly, I think, right about 8 minutes for video, doing it that way. So that was pretty good. Finish planting this side. Could across this corner. Keep my road there. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, my son was telling me. Should be Billy Bob, Joe Bob, John. For my nicknames when I do my hired workers. So I think that's what we're going to use. And speaking of, there he is. Zombie Slayer 709. Say hi, Zombie. Oh yeah, that's right. He can't. Why he can't talk on here? Well, leave it to his good old dad to not do the software right when I started it. So you'll just see him on here. You won't be able to hear his talking stuff, which I wish you would. He does some funny stuff. Come on, Zombie. Turn the header on. There you go. He would do that. But yeah, he finally came in to help me out. We had fun. It got kind of crazy at the end though, so you gotta watch it all the way through so you can see that craziness. And I ain't gonna tell you, you're just gonna have to watch it. Alright, there's my wind roller. Y'all know I had it. Actually, I think you've seen all my toys. Baylor. There he is. Coming up beside me. I hope he don't wreck me. Hey, where you going? Be that way. Nah, it just started don't need him. I think he's gonna go after this in here. But yeah, I forgot about when two people playing, you have to go in and enable game chat in order to hear both sides. Of course, that was one-sided conversation, so I guess that would have worked. So I said, "There's a heck with it." Didn't do the game chat. Figured this might be better doing it this way since it's just one-sided. But anyway, here, yep, you thought that I was going after that rapper, didn't you? No, folks, I'm gonna get rid of a couple trees. Yeah, I know, y'all don't want to see this, but you know, I gotta keep the tree people happy too. They want to see some tree cutting, so just hang in there. I'll try not to make it too boring. Haha, he thought I was gonna sit and wait. No, gotta keep those machines rolling. As y'all seen in the last episode there, it takes a while for these little ones to get on across that field. So I'm gonna have, hopefully get some great demands here pretty soon. I need 2 new combines. I need a bigger tractor. I just need it all, folks. You know how farmers are. You just gotta keep going until you get big. Might hit lucky one day, and the next day you might come a windstorm, take your crops out. You never know. Part of life. But I figure since he's helping me, and we're not laying straw down on 17 as of yet, I figured this would be the best time to take out some trees. Yep, best time. Timber. I don't know why people say that. Well, most time the saw's gonna be running when the tree falls, so it ain't like they're gonna actually hear you unless you just out shout the chainsaw. Yeah. Timber. Oh, whew. I didn't think it's gonna fall there for a second. Yeah, pop over here, get the planter up here. I don't think I'm gonna start it quite yet. Need a little bit more space. And just checking in, make sure he's keeping these emptied out like he said he was. Come on, son. What are you doing? He's gotta have his flashing lights on. Sorry, folks. Looking at my phone there. I got Samsung Galaxy E5. I wish I could find a better case for it. I really do. It's what I got now is it's got like a screen protector on it. It's not the hard glass, nothing. Just a piece of film. So it's got a little hard back to it, little kickstand. It's pretty neat. I don't know if you've seen it in my video. I think I showed it one time on my weather pick video or something like that. But anyway, phone lit it up and I thought I had a message there or something. That in a minute. But anyway, oh yeah, I was gonna fast forward on that and I didn't, did I? Oh well. I totally forgot about that. But now y'all know what I do. I turn all my mod packs on. Well, not mods, but I guess they're Xbox One mods for a farming simulator. Speaking of mods, speaking of mods, I am curious about how that works with Farming Simulator 17. I really don't care too much about the mods. I have watched some YouTubers that does the mods and stuff. There's some good ones out there that I would like, but right now for this Farming Simulator 15, if I could have a mod, I would want a better grain buggy, auger wagon, whatever you want to call them. Uh, pull my plow on their shows. Yes, I'm a big fan of pull my plow. I'll get into that here in a little bit. Well, I'm big fans of. Anyway, they have the one this game here holds 34,000. The one they got holds 45,000, I believe, and it can hold anything. Manure, I believe, uh, quite a bit of different stuff. Wood chips. So I like to have one of those. The next thing I would like to have is the conveyor belt. Now there's several different ones out there. One of them's like a bluish color. No, I ain't saying that because my name, nickname Mr. Blue, and I like blue stuff. But this is a pretty neat little conveyor belt. When it goes up, the end piece that like drops over onto another conveyor belt that turns. You can turn it whichever way you want to. And it's got that like little line that shows you where it's actually going to be dumping at. So you can pull your truck under and you know exactly where. And there's like another one that's red. I think you can attach it to your front loader and be able to raise it up and down, tilt it the way you want, stuff like that, I believe. But yeah, I guess right now is the best time any to say, I'm gonna say, how can I say this? I guess the best way to say I'm a big fan of Pull My Pile. Hope I said that right. Pull My Pile. Brad M73 would be my first. Pull My Pile would be my second. And there's Daggerin. Those three guys make this look so easy when it comes to Farming Simulator. I just love the way they do their shows and stuff. Off of farming, my next YouTuber would be Lance 210. Uh, his friend Cody, he's got a channel too. He's pretty cool too. Trying to think of some more I watch. Let's see. Smile More. I like his videos. Start going blank now. There's a bunch of others out there. I'm hitting that blank spot. Yeah, those are some favorite YouTubers. Dang, I should have wrote them down before I started. Because that's what I was going to do with this episode, is do a big shout out to all of my favorite YouTubers. Oh, Colin Spreader. I like him a lot. Pretty much anything that does with like doomsday prepping and just prepping in general. If I could build it, I'd have like a 3-story underground base of those metal containers welded together and have different rooms and stuff out of them. If or when that day ever comes. What the news is looking and stuff, and it might not be long, folks. But I'm not going to get into that. I don't like getting into that. I just keep that opinions to myself. But first I want to give a big shout out to my son, Zombie Slayer 709, for coming in and helping me with this episode. I want to give a shout out to my daughter, DJ Kitty Kitty 145, for helping me with Minecraft. And also they do the Mortal Kombat I got out, XL. They're doing pretty good. Let's see here. My mind's going blank about looking at that stump right there. Well, oh yeah. I want to give out special thanks to Gloria, aka Boo, for helping me on my videos. She does, which I'm doing it a little bit wrong. I should send her the video to look at before I post it. But I post it to YouTube. She'll watch it, make sure I don't say any bad words or anything like that. And which every now and then, I might let a cuss word slip, but I try not to do it around no kids or anything like that. I don't think that's right. they shouldn't hear stuff like that. But yeah, special thanks to her because she watches my videos, and I guess she's my #1 fan I got right now. So thank you. Uh, and if any of the others happens to watch my episode, would really be feeling really special stuff if Brad M73 and Lance 210 would see my videos. I think I'd probably pass out. They inspire me. How can I say it? Watching their videos made me want to do this. That's a good thing, folks. That's a good thing, you know. Everybody, role models. That's what I was going to say. Everybody needs a role model. I'm 39 years old, and those two are my role models right now. They inspired me, I guess I'm saying that right, to do these videos. Right now I'm more into the gaming videos because, you know, I love playing video games, especially Farming Simulator. That's my #1 game. I guess #2 would be Minecraft. Then it goes to like Call of Duty. As far as the others, like vlogging, I guess that's how you say it, vlogging. I'd like to get more into them too, but I don't know, when it comes to my appearance and stuff, don't get me wrong, I'm 100% comfortable with the way I look and stuff. It's just, I don't know, I didn't know it'd be such a big deal, you know, you put a camera up to your face and take a picture. It's not that bad. But when you start to see yourself on camera, you're kind of like, oh my God, did I say that? Or, oh my God, did I look that way? Or, I don't know. It don't bother me, but I'm just not quite comfortable with looking at my own self on camera. I guess what I'm trying to say. But I like it. It's just, I don't do very much, folks. You know, I guess I'll start like maybe once a week doing a vlog. Do a weekly vlog, I guess, for y'all. Update, whatever. Yeah, I did one here a while back, going to the mailbox and going out to, I guess they call it Barfield. That's the only thing I know it as. But out by the river, taking those pictures and stuff. That was kind of okay, but I pretty much just, you know, it's my mom and dad and me and my 2 kids, and pretty much just get up, take the kids to school, and come back. And I'll tinker around out in the shed until it gets hot. Sometimes I don't even feel like doing that. Play a couple of video games. I'll do these for y'all, and when I say y'all, you know, it's my fans, I guess I can say what little I got, and my family and friends. A couple of friends that likes these. I just gotta teach them to hit that like button and share it and subscribe. Hint, hint. Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much, I guess, my life right now. You know, might get with the guys at the FD, but right now I just can't be around smoke. That's why I had to let the fire departments go. Which that really hurt. That really hurt right there. It's like knife to the chest. Now one of them said, why don't you just stay on? Just don't go around smoke. Well, that's easier said than done. It's whenever that pager goes off, you want to go out and you want to help folks or try to put their house out from burning or save that child from choking. But if that pager goes off, it's hard to stay back. So that's basically why I just let both of them go. I don't want to get out there and get myself hurt or hurt other people because boy, my sinuses and chest was like they got so bad when I smelled any kind of smoke or fumes, I start coughing and gagging, and it just got to the point where I couldn't do it. But anyway, maybe I'll get with a couple of them and we'll make some show off the fire trucks or something one day. That might be interesting. I do have this one guy. I ain't talked to him in a while, but before I even thought about doing YouTube videos, he's been wanting me to get pictures of the town I live in, Luxora. Because, he lives way off now, and they don't come down this way very, I guess he ain't been down this way in 10 years or so, and he asked me if I could take some pictures and send it to him. Told him one day when I get some time I would, but I haven't done that yet. I just remembered that other day. So I guess that'd be a good way to do one vlog. Just go out, take pictures of Luxor and the different things. I just wish I was more into photos back when I was younger, because you'd be amazed how a picture can tell so much time over the years. I remember back when I was in 6th grade. Well, 5th and 6th grade for me was like a total time changer. We had a small earthquake, I think when I was in 5th grade. 5th or 6th, somewhere around there. Folks, that's a lot of years ago, so it's kind of blurred memory for me, but just don't hold me to no dates, But anyway, the gym got a small crack in the wall from the earthquake, so they didn't know how bad the building was damaged, so they just shut it down for the rest of that year. I guess come find out it was in pretty bad shape because they ended up tearing the gym part down. That was at the elementary. There was a building to the side of the elementary building. And they ended up tearing that down. And when I was in 6th grade, they decided to tear down, or not tear down, but they decided to move the high school from Luxor to Wilson, Arkansas. So that was a big change. Several things been took over the classrooms. I really don't know what all was in there, but it was kind of like, maybe place for old folks to go, or something like that. Or I think a church might have tried to get in there at one time, but they moved out, and now it's just pretty much an empty building. It's just standing there going to waste. Now, I wish somebody would come in. I'm gonna pause right there for a second. My son wanted me to wait right here under this pipe so y'all can get an auger view of it unloading. So I had to end up going around to the other side. Now I didn't climb on the camera. I climbed up on the trailer. Yeah, so I couldn't get it right there. Tried to climb up there, couldn't. Couldn't jump up there, so I went over here, got up on the trailer. There we go. That's something he wanted me to do for y'all. It is a pretty good view right there, though. Yep, there it goes, taking off. But at that time he said, "Hang on," and started taking off, wanting me to stay up there. Anyway, but yeah, time picture can tell a lot of time, a lot of stories. Sorry, folks. Nose got a little stopped up there. I didn't want to blow on the microphone. But let's see. Trying to think some other things. Yeah, Texaco became stopping by. There's some good people in there now. He's pretty nice. The gym of the high school. I really don't know too much of the history when it started and stuff, but it's Charles Strong Recreational Center now. They boxing and stuff like that. Wrestling comes down every so often. Yeah, I need to get my fam, see if I can do some things like that. Not really record the whole wrestling, but just kind of give y'all idea of what goes on in the gym and what goes around town now. It's a small town, not too much happens. So, I ain't gonna get it now. I'll keep those comments myself too. It's a pretty good town, folks. So. It is, every town has their bad side and good side. I would like to find me a place around up closer to Jonesboro, maybe out back of Jonesboro somewhere. Find me a hilltop or something to live on. If I had the money, I know what I'd do. I'd go find me about 5 acres. Now, I usually tell folks I want about 10 acres, but that's a lot to take care of there. Actually, 5 acres is a lot to take care of, but like 5 acres, build my own house to my specs, it'd probably be, how can I say this? Most houses are like a A shape, upside down V or whatever you want to call them. I would have like a half of an A. Basically, the top up would go from like 0 degrees to like maybe a 45 degrees, something like that. That way, I can put a rain catcher up there. I mean, a couple tanks in the ground to keep it stored when I do need it. Uh, also have like solar panels. I really don't think about putting solar panels on roofs no more after videos I watch. I'd like have them on poles that teeter tot. Teeter tot, I mean like like sun comes up in the morning, it'll track itself over till the sun comes down in the evening, just back and forth like that with look at him jumping around. He got mad because I stole his tractor. Look at him bouncing back and forth. Yeah, I told him to haul that load of trees off so I can get some combine footage there for y'all. Kind of swap it up a little bit. I think we're about halfway done at 17 now. Got the planter going over there. This last few, there's going to be a few rounds of 17 here. If that makes any sense. I know it don't, but I'm going to start laying straw down. And yeah, that was a big mistake. Yeah. After this video, I don't think I'm going to lay straw down no more for a while. Because it was a nightmare with this man Zombie Slayer doing this. Now, we had about 2 more people come in and help us with this. It wouldn't been that rough, but even with 2 people working, this me and him, it was pretty rough. Oh my God. I'm blocking traffic. I bet you this other combine's gonna go the other way. Oh my God. No. Traffic jam. Stop. I swear these hired workers are just like no brains whatsoever. I wish they had a thing in there where you go in and program your combine the way you want it to go. Yeah. Never mind, I know. That's what courseplay is for, but we don't have courseplay on the consoles. Maybe I need to buy me a PC. Maybe I can get one of my fans to buy me a PC. Hint. Maybe my #1 fan. Hint. I don't think her husband would like it. But it's alright, because her husband's my cousin. Hey, cuz, you watching this? I need a PC. Actually, that's one thing I don't know. I got a lot of cousins. I just don't know how many I got. So, any one of y'all cousins out there related to me, that's a big hint to y'all. You working on a farm, or driving a big semi, or working in a factory, Hint, hint. Alright, I had to get me a drink of water. There's a lot of talking. Throat getting dry. Now, I, I don't want to, what's the word? Donations? Yeah, I'll take them, but I just don't want to ask for them. I wasn't really making these videos for that, I'm just basically making them to, well, first of all, have fun playing them. Sometimes editing these are fun. Sometimes. Sad thing is, when I'm talking about PC, my PC I have, I cannot do the, I guess it's called Filmola, word film. Damn, I forgot how it's spelled. Is that not bad or is that not bad? And it won't let me close out of this. It should be film, the letter O, the letter A. I believe that's how it's spelled. It's film and O and A. But I think at the end of it, at the end of this film, I'll leave the stuff I use, like a notebook thing or something of it, or I might just put it down in the description underneath the, the comment section underneath the video. Put what all the stuff I use in the description. That way y'all know. But anyway, back to the PC. My PC is a piece of junk. Okay? It is Windows 7. It does not like my editing software whatsoever. It'll handle it, but when I go to, I guess it's called converting images, it takes roughly, let's see here, I don't want to lie, y'all. I think when I tried it that day, it took roughly 4 hours to convert 20 minutes of video. Okay? I'm like, what is happening to my computer? Anything else would work fine. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. Not this way. So I borrowed my mom's computer. It's a laptop also. Both of them's laptops. Borrowed my mom's computer, and I downloaded the software. Also downloaded the Elgato HD60 software, and it's a Windows 8. The software for Elgato is like totally better for the Windows 8. There's a big difference to me. But as far as the Filmola software, hey, it's unbelievably how faster it is. Okay, Windows 8 on Filmola is probably, let's see, take an hour video, we'll probably do 5 minutes. And on the Elgato software, HD60 Elgato, I can do an hour video and they'll have it processed or converted, whatever it's called, in 4 minutes. 4 minutes, folks. My PC with the Elgato software, hour or 20-minute video takes 4 hours. I've tried different settings and everything, and yes. So I'd love to try Windows 10 with the softwares. And also, I have I think it's called a Seagate external hard drive, 1 terabyte. And instead of having all this on my old laptop and stuff, I move all my files to the external hard drive. And it takes a while to move them from the laptop to the external on my Windows 7. The Windows 8 laptop, again, unbelievably so fast. Of course, I know it's in their laptop, but it's a big difference, you know. Y'all can tell I'm mind blown, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll move on to something else. But yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Elgato HD60. Folks, y'all software rocks. I'm telling you, it makes it so much easier to record stuff. But y'all can watch my other episodes, explaining there how much I hated doing it with the Xbox One. You know, there for a minute, I was doing it every 5 minutes, putting them together. Yeah, that got old. And then I watched a YouTuber. I wish I saved his stuff because that was a big help. How to take 5 minutes and turn it into 10 minutes on the Xbox One. That was a big help. Upgraded from that. Sold a bunch of scrap and stuff. Went and bought me the Elgato Gaming HD60 capture. Is it game capture? Which I told y'all about that. You know, Amazon had it for like $151, and Best Buy had it for 170 something. They price matched. And thank you, camera guy. I'm gonna give a big thanks to camera guy at Jonesboro Best Buy. Thank you. And also Filmola software. Big shout out to y'all. I like y'all's editing software there. That's nice. And folks, I do all my editing on that. Elgato's got an editing thing too, but I'm not familiar with it right now, so maybe one day I'll look at it, but right now I'm just going to stick with Filmola. Because if I want to make a real fine detail edit, I can zoom in on the timeline, make an edit and zoom back out. There's a lot of stuff you can do on this. It's pretty nice. And of course I want to thank all y'all that's watching. Thank all y'all that's subscribed, liked. All that stuff helps me out real good. Well, it don't help right now, but it helps. It will help me in the future. Trust me. And there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube getting you rich. Folks, that's all depends on what you do, how you do it, and how many people you can get to watch you. I hope my channel does grow pretty fast. That'd be nice. Get a lot of people to watch my stuff. That would be, that'd tickle my feathers. But like I said earlier, I ain't doing it for handouts. I don't want to ask for nothing. Now, if you donate, I'd be grateful. I won't turn it down. But I just won't go out and ask. I might hint around. I have 2 new combines would be nice right about now. Got the 45-foot headers. I tell you what, folks. Put that down in the comments there. What's the next combine y'all want me to get? Do I just need to upgrade? How can I say it? The next one is the small New Holland. Y'all want me to upgrade to it? Or do y'all want me to save up and just jump straight into the big combines? Well, I usually play, I'll upgrade it to the small New Hollands, run with them for a while, and then I'll get the big Case IH with the tracks on. Oh, oh no! What just happened? Did my son let the planter get caught up to him? Where's he at? Oh, he's behind me. Okay, dokie. Zombie Slayer. Why ain't you picking the bells up? Oh my god, I wish I could kept the audio. Well, not kept the audio. I wish I'd figured out how to record the audio. No, take that back. That ain't right yet. I know how. I just didn't do it. I forgot. There we go. That's the right way. I forgot, folks. It's in the game catcher sound card. You open it up and you can choose game chat, gaming, and advanced. And my primary setting is off because I never played with anybody on episodes 1 through 9, so wasn't no use to having it on. So I came started episode 10. I forgot to turn that on. Alright, this is me in the planter right now. I'm going to see how far I can drag this bell. Yeah. Can you imagine what that would do in real life? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's my son, y'all. That's my son, Zombie Slayer 709. That's what he does to me when we game. There's another gamer out there that can vouch for me. And know who you are because you asked me if you could do the recordings, and I just need to catch you, get a hold of you, and see when you're off so we can do some gaming together. There's one thing bad about that, folks, though. Like, for Zombie Slayer, for example, only way I can get him in the picture is from my screen. There's some way, somehow, that I can flip back and forth between the two monitors. Well, TVs. I call them monitors when I'm gaming. I don't know why. If there's anybody out there that knows, please leave me a comment. I know it's some type of splitter probably or something. And I know it can be done because Puma Plow does it. They'll go from Mike's screen to John's screen on certain, you know, episodes. And I would like to find out how to do that. Well, folks, there's a train coming through, so sorry about that. Hurry up and get going, train. I guess I'll get me a drink of water while the train's passing. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, just like this other gamer, I don't want to say his name right yet because I ain't talked to him and got his permission yet. But well, like Zombie, I have to get out of the tractor and turn around and watch him. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. That's the secret, folks, that he revealed. You can back straight up to the silage place there and drop your hay bales. You can do your, well, back up. I goofed up. I said hay. The straw bales you can do that way, which she just dumped. The hay bales you can do that way. But folks, the number one thing that you can do, and that's what I've been doing to get some money, mow your grass, tether it, bale it, and then wrap it. Once you got it wrapped, there is no time frame, okay? You don't have to wait for it to turn to silage, because as soon as you wrap it, it'll automatically give you the price of silage. I thought you might have to wait a couple days or something like silage bins does, but no. Once you get it wrapped, hook it with your front loader, or whatever how you want to do it, or put it in that thing, the bell handler, carry it to the silage place. But what you want to do, don't do it like he just did it on silage. Because some reason, well, it'd be best I wait till we get to the hay baler, straw baler, whatever it is using right now. Get this guy moved over. Just hold that thought about that silage and stuff. Well, reason why what I'm saying is, when you're baling, it goes up to 4,000. Okay, that's on straw and hay. Both of them reads 4,000 when you're baling. Well, when you take a wrap bale, which is hay, you wrap it, it turns to silage, okay? When you drop it into the biogas thing up there, it shows 6,000 for each one, not 4,000. And if you stack quite a few of those wrap bales up there by biogas and let them set till you get a great demand for silage, you can make a killing, folks. I need the wraps more. I might just make a episode just on that, just on cutting grass and tethering it and stuff like that. But I really need to get a bigger tractor before I do that and get the big mower, the front and back mower, and get the bigger tedder. That way it won't take so long. But yeah, he Zombie Slayer showed me that. And I'm like, well, I wonder if anybody else knows it. So yeah, that was our secret, folks. And the other thing, because this ain't a secret no more, I know quite a few of y'all know about it. You can take a trailer and back it. Well, you can't take one of these trailers. It has to be a straight tongue trailer, like the fragile, I guess how you say it, the gray ones. The next size up from this, something like that. You can take those and back in on the side where the sign that tells how much silage is in the pit deal. Back in on that side behind the sign, and it'll give you a icon to dump, and you just dump in there. Dang, I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I'll get it again right here. It'll go up to 4,000, and then it's full. But the same thing with the big baler, the square baler. It goes up to 4,000. And I haven't tried it, but I'm pretty sure you can probably take the square bales with the square bear hauler. I bet you can back it up in there and drop them too the same way. Yeah, he's almost done windrolling. We're almost done with this field completely. That's good. Uh, we're like an hour and 9 minutes into the video, so it won't be too much longer, y'all. I hope I ain't boring y'all. Sometimes it's like, you sit here like, what am I going to talk about? And then sometimes it just rolls right off my tongue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm glad it ain't but a little bit, because it's running back and forth from field to field. I'm going to get tiresome. But, see, I'm trying to see if I left anybody out. I just want to say thank y'all for watching, and the ones that hits that like button and subscribe button. I want a big thank you to y'all. I'm kind of confused though. That's another thing. Confused about my subscribers. it's showing like 13 subscribers on one part of YouTube page, and then I go to this other part and then it shows I have 6. And I go to I don't know how to pronounce that word. It starts with A, and it's where you check all your statuses and stuff. I know I lost 2 subscribers. I'm sorry I lost y'all. But, 13 minus 2 is not 6. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's what I done this month or something. I know sometimes I look at it and I know it goes like month by month. But I don't know. Any of y'all can leave a comment and let me know how that works. Be grateful. Trying to think of what it's called, folks. I'm sorry. The Google AdSense. I've got like 2 days and 5 hours watch time. Quite a few shares. A handful of subscribers. And what else they go by? I think I'm up to 24, 25 videos. And I checked it day before yesterday. And my Google AdSense is finally showing a finish revenue or whatever it's called of 76 cents. Excuse me. Didn't mean to do that, y'all. So yeah, folks, y'all help me up to 76 cents. Oh, please don't try this in real life, folks. That will mess a header up. I was going to try to push them as far as I could. Oh, I'm getting hung up again. Oh, no. I was going to try to push them as far as I could push them and get them all in a pile. That way when Zombie Slayer came back. But I got to looking right here. It looks like he's trying to roll them at me, get me to stop. Watch it. See, he's got another one up there. Uh-oh. Oh, dang. I looked down. I don't know if y'all saw or not, but my planner hung up again over there. At least Zombie Slayer's straightening up this time, though. That's good. About time he does something. Hope he don't watch his video no time soon. Uh-oh. Think he's sitting. Talking about him slacking, I'm slacking myself. It's like a #1 goal to me. Keep the combines going, and you're making production there. Which I know that's the way it is in real life, but some farmers, let's see, I can say I worked for a handful of farmers in my lifetime. Yeah, Zombie, so you better get those bales out of my way. Or should I say, Billy Bob's. No, Billy Bob's on the combine. It's Jim Bob. And John's on the other combine. And folks, when I get Farming Simulator 17, I'm going to go ahead and make this announcement. If nothing changes, for one of my fans out there, you know who she is. She wants me to use baby girl for the female worker. So if nothing changes and she's still my #1 fan, I'm going to let that be her name for one of my hired workers. I started to say, where is he going? He's taking that to biogas. Yeah, Zombie Slayer's taking all these bales to biogas, but we wasn't paying no attention. But somehow or another, they're the same price. I don't know, straw goes up or down on this, but yeah, this is something I never pay attention to. But I think in one of my other videos, you'll notice there at your homestead hay barn, the straw bales go for $312, and at the biogas it's $320. Well, for some reason, there was the same price. Yeah, what am I doing just sitting there? Nah, I should have edited this a little bit better, y'all. I'm sorry about that. That's one thing I try to do too when I'm editing is if I flip through the tractors a lot, well, when I say flip, I mean like jumping in from one tractor to the other, trying to find a particular tractor. I try to cut that spot out. That way you won't just see a bunch of stuff flashing in front of you. And I kind of slipped on this, and I guess I got caught up into fast forwarding the videos in certain spots where I forgot to. See how I just did there? I went jumped like 3 different tractors. 1 or 2 I don't mind, but it seems like if I do it more than that, it's aggravating to me. So I try to cut that out. See right there, I should have cut that out and went straight from that one to that tractor. But, oh well, that's life. I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it, put it that way. I'm gonna lose sleep over these combines sitting though. Oh, he's just turning around. I thought he was sitting there. Cool. I think we're just about done with 17, y'all. I've been trying to put them over here so they won't get in the way of the planter if the zombie slayer don't make it back in time. I know one thing I hate to see if we just stacking these straw bales up and not selling them. Oh my goodness. Not mention the lag. I ain't gonna go there on the lag part. That's just unreal, right? Can you imagine how big of a spot we would need to put them on? Excuse me. It never fails. I get sleepy when I do this stuff. I don't know why. I guess I'm not used to talking this much and it's taking the oxygen from my brain or something. I don't know. But anyway, I would say it probably was last year sometime. I saw one video where they had the shop barn full of round hay bales. Uh-oh. Other traffic jam. Yeah, go ahead, go that way. Yeah, back up. Oh, go around me. You can go. There you go. But yes, folks, that barn was half full. I said, what? It was the round ones. It was half full of round bales. It also had the grass bales and stuff. But that barn right there to the right, that thing was packed full. Well, not packed full. Packed half full of bales, round bales. Can you only imagine? Now, you gamers out there that plays Farming Simulator a lot, you'll know like tree stumps or hay bales, or even if you get a lot of straw, grass, or anything like that laid on the ground in one area, you have bad lag. And for those that don't know what lagging means, it's basically, just say me going right here. Imagine me stopping and going, stopping and going. But when I stop, it's just on the screen. The PC is still running, and from where I stop and go at, it's trying to catch up. And I hope I'm saying this right. But when it stops, it's trying to catch up to my go. So basically, it's making my tractor go from 0 to 100, 0 to 100, instead of my regular speed of 6. I hope that made sense. It's basically, it stops or freezes for a second, then the machine's trying to catch up to show everything I've done, so it's making it jump speed somehow or another. It's just, it's something you don't want to experience. Just trust me. And if I do 2-player like this episode 10, if I do a lot more of them, you'll experience it. You'll be seeing my tractor stop and go, and oh, it's a nightmare. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, folks, they're almost halfway done. Won't be too much longer. Now we got all these straw to get off the ground. Ugh, straw. Yikes. Hold up a minute. It's my straw tractor. Tick tock, tick tock. Well, folks, what do y'all think about this episode so far? I know you don't get to see very much Zombie Slayer in it. And I'm sorry you didn't get to hear his voice and crazy stuff he says. He's a trip sometimes. I don't know where he gets that from either. He don't take it from me. I'll just play. I get comfortable around somebody, I really break out in a crazy mode. I just let loose. And I guess that's basically what I'm kind of doing here, because I don't know. At first, this goes back with the camera incident too. At first, talking on here is just like, look at that sucker trying to turn the wrong way. Look at him. I'm gonna have to get him. No, you don't, mister. Get back over. Go the other way. Why do y'all do that? You're supposed to be a hard worker. Work right. But anyway, back to the microphone. At first, it's like I was feeling weird. You might have noticed me kind of talking soft sometimes. But I don't know, at first it just felt weird talking into a microphone that wasn't nobody here except me. Well, there's people here, but they're in the other room sleeping. And no, don't think about me waking them up. They sleep so hard, I don't think a bomb exploding would wake them up. But anyway, yeah, that's one thing I need too. I need a soundproof room. That'd be nice. No trains passing by. No folks on motorcycles racing down the road. But then again, it'd probably be my phone I'd leave off. Forget to turn it on vibrate or something, and it'll start ringing. But no, that's what it felt like at first. It just seemed like I'm sitting here talking to a stupid microphone that's not, you know, it's not talking back to me. And I got thinking, I just need to loosen up, get my imagination going, and pretend all y'all sitting in here with your underwear on. Whoa, wait a minute. No, I didn't say that. Okay, I'm just kidding. Old joke. Just pretend your audience in their underwear. Kind of laugh at them. I ain't going that far. I'm doing good sitting here in my little room with my microphone and my mom's laptop. Yeah. Let's just keep it that way. Yeah. But you can probably tell the difference between episode 1 and episode 10. Kind of loosened up quite a bit, talking more. I guess the hardest thing is just finding stuff to talk about. Really, that's my biggest fear. It's probably why I ramble on over and over about some things. But I know it's just not me. But I know it happens to a lot of y'all, especially book writers. Uh, Big shout out to y'all. Y'all do some excellent job writing these books. Oh my God, did y'all just see that? I swear I gotta put a big shield or something in front of me when I'm playing with him. He just rams me out of the blue. But that's my son. And where is he at now? Well, he better be going to biogas. Actually, I think right in here somewhere I told him to start taking them to the shop since we're getting close to being done with the combines. Well, he's hard-headed like his dad, stubborn. Yeah, I can be stubborn at times. But yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable sitting here making these. I just hope, really, it's a big hope that y'all can't hear the ceiling fan running. And I think I said this on the last episode. That I got it on low speed, and it just, mm. On high speed, it's like, Kind of sound like my truck trying to start. Anyway, they say for the best experience on microphones, do not have no electronics running except for what you need around the mic. So I just figure I take their word for it. So pretty much sitting here in the dark. Only thing that's on is the laptop and the ceiling fan. I shut the AC off because I know it's going to be loud anyway. So I turned it off. And, well, I guess I lied to y'all. TVs and stuff's off. They see everything's off except for the laptop that I'm editing on, the ceiling fan, and the solar stuff. It's on. Which that bases my alarm clock, my router, my Wi-Fi, and my I got two-way radios. One of them took to a repeater. All that stuff's on solar. So, and this is a really big thing I need to do is get this laptop on solar, just in case energy does, getting tongue tied. Our electric company is named Energy. And energy likes to go off for some reason in this area. I don't know why, folks. It just does. Half of Luxora be on, the other half be off. Then you look again, the other half be off, and that was on, it'll be off, and the other half that was off will be on. But of course, ain't no telling how old these power lines is going down through here. No comment on the water. Uh-oh. Speaking of, my phone just went off. Yep. Let me put that on vibrate real quick. I thought I had it on. But I didn't. That was just an email anyway. Well, folks, it's an hour and 33 minutes into the game. This 2 hour special. I think I'm doing pretty good so far. We ain't got but a little bit left. I started calling it canola, but it's barley. Got a little bit of barley left. It shouldn't take too much longer. Got a lot of straw to pick up though. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're done with 17. Yay! Somebody lighted some fireworks to celebrate. Speaking of fireworks, I'm on hopefully I have me a good camera that takes crap, what's it called? Revolution or whatever it is of a camera. Will show fast moving objects. I would like to record me a fireworks show. We go to Osceola High School there every 4th of July. I think it usually starts about around 9 o'clock. They have a pretty good show. There's one of my friends was telling me about one of the fireworks shows he went to. Uh, they put it out on this barge, and they have a big fireworks show out in the water. I'd like to go see that. Folks, you see that? My son, no good and well, he couldn't go through there, and he went anyway. Made me scoot over. Uh-oh, look like a combine setting. Yeah, just gonna have to wait a minute. Oh, wait. Never mind. I'm going cuckoo. You see that? I'm going cuckoo. Actually, if my memory don't let me down, I was telling him we was almost done, and that's when I made a little wiggly camera movement. I ain't really got no comments about the hour long episodes I've been doing, so I guess I'm gonna start keeping, or not start, but go ahead and keep up the hour long ones. I say anywhere from 45 minutes to hours. Pretty long enough. 30 minutes is long enough, but you just can't do nothing in 30 minutes. Look how long we've been going, and we got 17 and this much on the 16. Now, if it was canola, bigger combine, it'd probably be easy to get done in 30 minutes, but I don't know. Just leave me some comments down below. While you at it, hit that like button. I'm gonna try to squeeze between here without hitting that. Yay! See, there's way too many clicks through the machines. I would have cut that out, but I forgot to. Dang, look like I need to get some fuel in this tractor. Running low. That would be terrible. I'd have to get me a fuel trailer to bring out here. Sorry, folks, I was replying back to a text message. Alright. Lost track where I was at. Dang, he's right on these combines. Look at her. Guess he gave up bailing to go to Windrow. What you doing, zombie? Be my luck, he'll push the combine out of the way. Oh, that was close. I think he would literally push that combine out of the way if it didn't move. And sitting here thinking, Thinking I wish I quit on it for one. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna have to get me a counter meter or whatever it's called to put on here. Every time I yawn, it goes up one. And see how many I do within an episode. That's one thing I need to learn to do. I see other YouTubers do it. They'll take their video and put a link inside the video. I'm just don't know how they do that. I really don't. Which I could find out, but I've been kind of busy. What is he doing? Oh, he's folding up. Wow. Could have backed out of the way, I guess, but I guess that's one way of doing it. Uh-oh. Maybe that's enough for him to turn around and go back on. Squeeze back through here again. Yay, caught a glimpse of him. Yeah, right here he's wanting me to wait till he gets behind me with the bell picker upper. But I told him, look, you need 4 more bells and you have a load. So I did that. And there's 2 bells. He's got 4 down there on the buggy. So I'm gonna get him 4 more. Try to keep it with the combines too. And let's see here. Oh no. Oh no. See what I'm talking about? Why can't the hired workers go around each other? Oh, and he's got his lights on. That's one thing I really wish 17 would have. Which they say they're supposed to be smarter. But then I didn't hear what they're supposed to be smarter of, you know. Oh no. Missed the pipe. Ain't that something? I did it again? Oh, come on. There we go. Dang. I think I'm gonna park this one right here. Ooh, I forgot about the stump being there. Watch me forget and hit it. Yep. Get him out of the way. Darn, zombie, you could turn the other way. What are you doing? Oh, you're on the last third. I don't know what I was doing there, folks. I just guess I wasn't paying attention and ran inside the building. Ain't that something? Park him on that side. Need to be washed. I ain't got time. I gotta dump this. Put. Thought about getting. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. I was fixing to say which next tractor I was gonna get, but I want y'all to tell me which one do you think I'll pick. You think I'll pick the quad track, which is the Case IH tractor? That's what was in the middle. Oh my God! Y'all just see that? He just ran into the building. He's the one that needs to be making the videos. It'd be all kind of hilarious things on there. Alright, folks, I think this is where I sped it up. Uh, yeah, I sped it up here, as y'all can tell. I watched the combines and stuff. But anyway, this is fixing to be end of it here in a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and say what stuff I gotta say. But oh yeah, the tractors. Put in the comments which one y'all would buy next, and which one that you would want me to buy next. Well, I guess that'd be kind of the same thing, because if you want to buy the quad track tractor, you'd be wanting me to buy it. So, okay, I just messed up on that, but y'all know what I mean. Put in the comments which tractor y'all want to see next. Either the quad track, the half track, or the dirt fur up version of this. Not this in here, but the other newer tractor. Those are ones I would be thinking about. The quad track, Case International, the half track, the New Holland half track, or the dirt fur. It's like, I think, a $229,000 one. Those are three that I'm thinking about. I don't know which one I want to get, but leave in a comment what you want, and leave any kind of comments, really. But be sure and hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Okay, if you don't like it, hit the dislike button, okay? If you watch a video, if you don't like it, hit the dislike. If you like it, hit the like. Just don't watch it and don't hit that. You can do whatever you want, but please hit one of them. It shows me either you like it or you don't. Just watching it is kind of like useless, really. You know, I hate to say it that way, but I won't know what y'all like if y'all don't let me know. That's what I'm getting at. So, like or dislike, hit that subscribe button if you like it. Please, pretty please, hit that subscribe button. and then share it with your friends, and hopefully they'll hit the like button and subscribe and share it with their friends. So yeah, just trying to get my fans help me get my channel to grow some. I'd like to have 50,000. Yeah, I wish I did have 50,000 subscribers. Now, I'd like to get 50 subscribers by end of December. And then my next goal would be 100. And then my last goal, I got many goals in between there, but I say within 4 years, I hope I hit at least 500,000, 500 subscribers, or 500,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. But yeah, continue watching here, folks, because there's a spot here where I zoomed in. I ain't gonna tell you what happened. Y'all just gonna have to watch it and see. But it's pretty funny. It involves my son. So yeah, that tells you something there. But finish watching. I'm gonna go ahead and get off the mic here before I bore y'all to death with the like and subscribe stuff. I just can't stress that. So you don't have any idea how much I'm stressing that. But yeah, we swapped out here, so here you have the front loader. I'm gonna cut these stumps here. So basically, I'll probably stay on the mic a little bit longer till the funny part happens here, which is quite a ways over. Not too much, but I'm getting that right here. This funny way it's doing here, but it's I'm basically slinging the bells to him to try to get him to stay off of me. But see that right there? That's one of them. But that's not the part I want you to see. But I slowed that down so y'all can see that. It was almost like he was fixing to hit me. But another reason I was slinging the bells over that way to keep them off the planter. That way we can stay, he can stay planting. Yeah, it's funny how this is. It's 5 times forward right now where y'all watching. I don't think it's too fast, but it's pretty neat. Look here, y'all. I'm basically taking 2 at once. But it ain't too much longer. I get these down to the end and start back on that 3rd one over there, that right there, and I think that's when it happens. But I kind of figured out how to zoom in. You just basically crop your photo. You tell the software to keep the aspect ratio of the photo. God, folks, I can't even talk. Basically, all you're doing is you're cropping your photo. When you do that, it zooms in. There. My sinuses are killing me. I hate this time of year. Farmers are cutting corn, picking cotton, cutting rice. And I wouldn't doubt if they ain't cutting beans already, because there's one field I saw earlier today that was pretty daggum ripe, what it looked. Of course, I can do what my son says. Did you record it? No. Well, it didn't happen then. I'm like, huh? Yeah, he uses that on me quite often. He'll say, did you record it? I said, no. Well, it didn't happen then. Okay. Smart bud. I'll get you later. Whoa. He's like a bee trying to sting you the way he looks. Alright, it's getting close. Watch this right here. Watch this. Wow. Y'all see that? That was so bad, I almost started to do a double take of it. Not right now, I just see right there, I zoomed in some. He flipped me back up on my wheels. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Like I said, special thanks to everybody for watching, subscribing, and sharing inspirations. Thank y'all for showing me the stuff y'all do that encouraged me to do my own. I guess a special thank you to the hired helpers, Billy Bob, Jim Bob, John, and Baby Girl. You just have to be a man until 17 comes out, I guess. Anyway, folks, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all have a blessed day, night, whatever it is when y'all watching this. And yeah, Mr. Blue here, Mr. Blue Farms, signing off, and hope to see y'all on episode 11. Later.